So here we saw quickly we saw that this entire the world we live in has three dimensions. The third dimension is the physical world that we live in. If you remove the physicality of this world, we will enter in the fourth dimension. Actually, this is the fourth dimension where the hypnotherapist will work, because when you are in the trance, you will not be aware of your physical body. You will be aware of yourself, but you will not be aware of your physical body. And fifth dimension is superconscious. Actually, you have a part where you're connected to the fifth dimension also. That is your superconscious part. And then we know that how the birthing happens, and the development of subconscious mind gets completed by the age of 7 or 8, and it gets fully completed by the age of 14. After that, you have the development of it gets refined more and more. So by the age of 6 or 7, that subconscious mind is almost completed in development. So here we saw that this in most of the cases, the life that you select here, it's almost depends on what kind of teaching that you want to get. So opposite of that, generally you'll be selecting, because basically the idea is the earth is a just one sec. The idea is earth is a practical school, and the souls will take up select lives in such a way that they are challenged by the situation, so that they know that they have learned the lessons. Okay, so we also saw that the biggest memory device that you have is your own body, because your subconscious mind stores. And, okay, so the subconscious mind records everything actually. So right from the moment you have taken birth, every event, every can I ask you to mute, please? Yeah. So every event, every memory, everything you have gone through is recorded in your subconscious mind, not even of this life, even the past life. So that's because the entire universe is also an energy, and your entire physical body, your subconscious mind, everything is an energy. That's what we learned here. And who is in control? The subconscious mind, you can compare it with the elephant, and our conscious mind that we are aware of, you can compare it with the person who is sitting on the elephant. Although we like to believe that we are in complete control of the subconscious, ourselves, but actually if the elephant wants to go to the other way, it's very difficult to make it go the way you want, because the subconscious mind is 6,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind. So this is as per the studies, so 95% of all the decisions, actions, emotions, and behavior, it depends on the subconscious mind. So they are basically your entire life, 90%, 95% of your life is governed by subconscious mind, not by subconscious mind. That means the thinking mind is just the observing mind. Okay. So this was a comparison of the subconscious and the conscious mind. We did it yesterday. Okay. So here I said, there is a physical world, and there is a corresponding astral world. So why this astral world is important? Because all the work that we do is actually will happen in the astral world. And astral world, you will lose the physicality. So basically, if you are in trance and you are being hypnotized, so you will not be aware of the physical world, but you will be aware of this the same world, but in the form of without the physical world. You will see it in full of energy. Okay, you will see sometimes you will see your own self. You'll be going back to the past. You can go to the future. So you will travel to the past, your own past. You can travel to others' past. You can to the people who have left this world. So all kind of things are possible in this astral world. Okay, so these are the many bodies we saw. Okay, so these are some of the great, people. Buddha have said that the mind is everything. So we are the 100% of what we are is nothing but the mind. Even the founder of quantum physics, Max Planck, says that the all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force. So we must assume behind this force a conscious and intelligent mind. The mind is a matrix of all matter. So basically, even the scientists and the saints today know and believe that the entire universe is nothing but energy. So there is nothing solid actually. What we feel solid is nothing is ultimately energy. Okay. So this is a slide which is a new slide for today. So if you see, if you look at our how we are built, so you can understand the brain is the physical part. There's a physical body here, and then you have the if you have the ability to look at the subtle body, you know that we have the 7 chakras in the body: Muladhara, Swadhisthana, then Manipura. At the heart center we have the Anahata, and here we have Vishuddhi, Agnya, and Sahasrara. So they also work like the energy supply for the body. Okay, they are whirling vortex of energy, you can say. And then we have an astral body which is made up of the all the our emotional signature. So every person has a unique emotional signature. How you what kind of belief systems you have, what how you behave in different situations, how you maintain your relationship, all the emotional signature will be depending on your emotional blueprint, which is nothing but your astral body or subtle body. And then there is a causal body as well, which is at the level of thought. So as we go up from the brain, chakras, emotions, and thought, it is going one level more subtle. So thought is the most subtle part of your subtle part, you can say. Or in a better way to understand is when the young baby and when soul is entering a mother's womb, the soul will be bringing only the thought casual body. Okay, you can say casual, no, it will also have astral body, sorry. So but the root of the astral body is also the thought body. Thought body is nothing but your basic the belief system, basic impressions of your past life. Everything is there in the thought body. Now, easy way to understand this is you can compare it with the hardware and the software. So you know that we are using computers. So if you don't put any software in the computer, so it's a pure hardware. So that is your physical body. And the software is the thought, emotions, the thought level, whatever belief systems, whatever subconscious mind programming you have, that is the software you're running in your body. So that's the easy way to understand. And if there is a virus in the software, you know what happens to the computer, how it works and how it malfunctions. Now, you just try to understand the same thing, the same difference between the physical and the subtle body. You can understand in the form of 5 bodies also. So the gross body is the body that we can see from the naked eye. And then the next level is this is called the Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya means the food. Okay. Pranamaya is nothing but prana means the energy. So there is an energy of aura around us, and that is what the Pranamaya Kosha. There are some people, there are machines today which can take a aura photograph. So if you take a photograph, of a person, you can see this Pranamaya Kosha actually surrounded. The person will be surrounded by certain light, and it will have a different color. Some people will have bluish, some people will have reddish and whitish, all kind of colors based on their mental signature. And then we have Manomaya Kosha, which is the mind level body, mind level energetic, electromagnetic, you can say, covering that we have, which is corresponding to the emotions here or the astral body. Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha is actually very subtle, even more subtler than the Pranamaya and the Manomaya Kosha. And all these bodies permeate each other. So what we mean by that? So my energy body, my emotional body, my thought body, and even the bliss body, everything is here. So they are all into each other. Okay, and what you can see in the physical is only the gross body. So we don't think that it's just yeah. So don't think that it's just physical. This world is not physical. You are totally, actually, all of us are divine beings, and waiting to be discovered that we are divine. So at the moment, because of our ignorance, we think that we are the physical body, but you are not physical. See, just to give you an example, we have a mind. Can you locate the mind in your body? Can anyone tell me where is the mind located in the body? You can unmute and speak.
Head.
Head. So head is the brain part. It is not the mind actually. It's the hardware of the the brain. But the mind is something which is covering the entire body, even extending even beyond the body actually. So there is no one point, but there are people, some people say that thought starts from the abdomen. So that is true. When you get a new thought, the expression of the thought, the subtle expression will start from the pit. We say gut feeling. So gut feeling, the word itself came because the thought or any feeling you get, it starts from your gut or the stomach. So that is fine. But the mind is the entire body. It pervades the entire body actually. Okay. Can you see my screen? What are you seeing?
No, sir.
No, right?
I am not able to. No.
No, I can see.
No, you're seeing the slide or the images?
No slide.
Okay.
No slide your face.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you can see the slide, right?
Yes, sir. Now we can see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So all the memories that we have had from the childhood are actually stored, and the experiences. So each of the energy experiences, each of the emotion that you have experienced right from the womb state, they are all stored in your various bodies. And where they are stored? They are stored in the mental body, they are stored in the energy body, and they are stored in the gross body. And so now what happens if some of the memories that we have are not pleasant? As a childhood, if you have been abused in various ways, it can be a sexual abuse, it can be a parent who is too strict, or maybe physically you have been abused, beaten, or those kind of all kind of things. So those things are not going away, they are still there in the body, and they impact how we behave today as an adult in many ways. Okay, so as we go further, I will tell you some of the examples how different clients I have met and what are the issues they have faced because of the inner child they have had, and because of the experiences they had in the childhood, especially the negative experiences, and how they have created diseases in their body in various forms. We'll see that. Okay, so because of these energy blocks, I would like to call them the energy blocks because they are energy, but they are blocking in nature. So these energy blocks will create diseases in your body. You will have relationship issues because of them, because they define your relationship, because they define your belief system. Then choice of lifestyle. So based on your belief system, you will also live a lifestyle, and your lifestyle will also decide your health, because you know that most of the diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, thyroid, all these are called lifestyle diseases. You know that, right? And limited decisions made from limited belief system. So if your belief system itself is limited, obviously all the decisions that you make in your life, whether as far as the career is concerned, choosing a partner is concerned, choosing friends is concerned, lifestyle, everything is depending on your belief system. For example, if a lady believes that men are dangerous, obviously she will not have any friends among men. She will be always scared of having friendship, making new friends, and she won't never have a good relationship with men. Now, how does the blots of energies, how do they look in the aura? So you see, aura is a electromagnetic field which is around our body, and it is very active, and every moment it keeps changing. Okay, and if a person has a lot of issues, person have a lot of issues, mental issues or physical issues in the form of diseases or mental blocks. There are machines today where you can do an aura scanning. You can take a picture of the aura. So it will look like this. The aura will be very blackish, bluish. It will not be bright. And actually, even the physical body, you can look at the person's face, and you can find out that person has a lot of some issues, some physical issue or the mental issue, maybe depression, trauma. You can find out. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to take a journey from this kind of aura to this kind of aura. So this is a bright aura, and this person, she has gone through a transformation where she has resolved all her issues, and from this aura to this aura she has traveled, and that is what our goal is. Okay. Yeah. So this is a scientific. I'm sure. Can anyone look at the slide and tell me what it is? Have you seen this anywhere before? This slide should tell you a lot about our emotions and a scientific angle to our emotions. Can anyone tell me what do you think this is? You can
Not
unmute.
seen before, sir.
Okay. Anyone has seen this? No one?
No, sir.
Okay.
Haven't seen.
Okay, this is a very important slide. If you any hypnotherapist, any person who is talking about energies or any kind of healing will show this slide. This is a standard slide for everyone. Now, this is talking about all the different emotions you see. So, right from shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride. As you go from down to up, it is trying to map all the different kind, not all maybe, but all the major emotions that we humans experience: courage, neutral, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and finally enlightenment. And the right side, you see, this is hertz. So hertz is the unit to measure frequency. So that means, as I mentioned, energy, everything is energy. So all emotions are energy. So if you have a certain energy, it will have a certain frequency. Okay. And as you go to more positive emotions, you see, the higher, the peace, joy, love, they have a very high frequency energy. Okay. The color also changes, you see. So if you see a person full of guilt, person is full of guilt and shame. If you take the aura scan, you will see all it's fully red with anger, fear. So you will see these kind of colors. So it is 100% scientific. So the kind of emotions that you have, that you carry in your body, can be measured through this. So if you take a aura scanning, you can clearly find out what kind of emotions that you have. Obviously, if a person is totally peaceful and joy, his aura will only show this kind of vibration where it is fully violet, and you will see a aura around the head. So if you just to give an example, have you seen the some of the saints and the gods? Even in Christianity, Jesus is shown with a aura around the head. Actually, that circle of light, it is nothing but the aura. And that aura is actually enlightenment, shows that they are enlightened being. And it is basically the violet color, the ultimate consciousness. They are always connected to the cosmos. Okay. So that is the aura. So aura is very much there in part of our society. All the Hindu gods has this, aura shown around their head. So is this clear? This is a very important slide. The hertz. So this, say, for example, pride. If you have pride, that means you have your energy has a frequency is 175 hertz. So if you are experiencing love, okay, you are basically filled with an energy emotion which is vibrating with a frequency of 500 hertz, like that. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so here is just one slide which shows how different or you can say different people with different kind of emotions, they took aura picture actually, and this is how it looks. You see, anger, fear. So here the blue part, you can say it is like, this is not the enlightenment blue part. Blue part means actually no energy itself. You can see the aura itself is not covering here. So here the blue doesn't means enlightenment, so don't take it like that. So you see how the aura changes: anger, fear, disgust, happiness, sadness. See how the aura of a person changes depending on the mood or emotional state that you are experiencing right now. Okay. Now, every time when we are in our childhood, we have experienced some kind of trauma. Trauma can be as simple as, the child is hungry and the mother delays, giving milk. So the child, the 1 year child may assume that, mother doesn't love me. Even that is a trauma, because later, some of the cases I will tell you, we'll discuss further. The child, loses trust on the mother itself. So these kind of things we call as inner child. Okay. So these kind of negative energy, if you had say 5 inner childs as you have grown up, over a period of time. So these inner childs grow, and they are stored in your energy body, and every inner child takes up some part of your personality, and it gets stuck in that particular age. So if you have had a inner child at the age of 5, so some part of your personality is stuck at the age 5. So when we do hypnotherapy on such a person, we immediately go to that age and we see that person getting stuck at the age of 5. So you as an adult will be speaking to that your own self who is 5-year-old, and you will see your own self helpless, and sometimes they will recognize you, sometimes they don't recognize you. They don't even, that small child will have a different personality, and they are called inner child. So this is a living reality we experience every day when we encounter our the clients. So these kind of negative energies, when they accumulate in the body, so you have seen most of the people are nowadays healthy till the age of 30, but after 30, 35, you see some issues start coming up. So why do you think? One reason is body is getting aged. That's fine. Another reason is the accumulation of all the inner childs, because as the accumulation happens, the inner child also get reinforced, and they impact our metabolism in various ways. And as we grow old, the negative energy accumulates, and we get a lot of issues. So by the age of 40, you will see issues appearing in your mind and your body. Basically, you also become aware of them, because by the age of 20, we will have issues, but we don't know that we have issues. All of you would have experienced that. You even being aware of the issue itself is a big thing nowadays. So with growing age, accumulation of frozen energies changes behavior and makes it prone to disease. At this point, I would like to show you one video. So can you see the screen with the video uploaded?
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, this is a video which is shown what happens after death. Okay. So the first part of the video will be talking about a person with a not so expanded consciousness. When he dies, what happens? And second part of the video, and the end we will show a person with complete awareness of what is death, what is life, dies, then what happens. Okay. So this is just you see, the physical body is down and body is up. See, after the death, the in Hindi it's called in Hindi it's called preta actually. So preta can go anywhere it likes. Okay, it will try to visit all the places that it wants to go, all the people that it's wants to visit. It will just go and visit if before it leaves this world. If at all it leaves this world, but there are a lot of energies which don't leave this world for various reasons. So this is the part where they show that a person who is in complete awareness, what is astral body, what is the purpose of life. So this is how he leaves the world. So I think one thing the video tried to show, I'm sure you saw that after the death, the fact of life is nobody dies. Okay. So even after death, all my clients, whenever I take them to the death scene of their past life, because you can't take to the future, we can, but we don't do it. So we go to the past life, and past life we show them the death scene, and then the death scene they see their own body. That is one very important part of our work, because we want to show each and every person that you have been dead many times, but you're not dead, because you will be seeing your own body lying down, and you just float up and you go whichever place you go. So the subtle body, your real identity is different from the physical body that you have right now. That's a very important understanding that all of you should take, because that will create a hope, in you, and that nothing, at worst case, what will happen. See, as I told you, whatever emotions we experience, give rise to various issues in our body. To give you an example, if you are a person who there's no sweetness in your life, okay, you feel there is no sweetness in your life, your body loses the ability to digest sweetness, or you can say produce insulin, you get diabetes. You are worried about the future, you develop pain on the right shoulder. You're worried about the past, you develop pain on the left shoulder. You have difficulty in expressing your ideas, you develop thyroid. You have stuck emotions, from childhood or past life. You develop calf muscles pain. You're into a marriage, you are into a job, but you don't like to continue. You develop arthritis of the knees. You have issues, expressing your ideas, and you're basically voicing out what you want. You develop arthritis of the throat, spondylitis. There is something happened in your childhood which you could not digest. You develop issues with your digestion. I have had cases where there's one case where a person came saying that I have hair loss issue, I regressed that person, and the person went to the womb state where the child is of just 3 months old, and the child is kept on the floor, and there's no one who is there is a fight, people are arguing in the house, and no one cares about the child is hungry. In that moment, the child assumes that I'm unloved, and that unloved being feel that inner child of being unloved is causing hair loss today to that lady. There was another case, one lady, no confidence at all, no self-respect, totally sad that she's a woman, but she thinks women are no good because she had a small inner child, because her grandmother had put that thought in her mind that women are good for nothing. They're just born to spend their parents' money. So she had grown up with that feeling until the time we released that that inner child. There was another person who had anger issue. He would get into a fight in the office with his seniors, colleagues, everyone. He had lost many jobs because of that, and it was just because of a small incident with playing with a balloon, which has happened in his childhood, and we cleared that. And after that, he's fine now, and he has not lost his job for last 3 years now, and he's fine. He keeps calling me now and then. Another lady who had a digestion problem. Her experiences were that she went to inner child. Basically, she was a very young girl when her father had scolded her with big eyes with anger. So when she regressed her, she saw one big red eyes. So I thought it's some kind of foreign energy. Then she said, no, this is my father's eyes. We released her. For 10 years, she suffered with gastritis. Various doctors she visited with no relief. And now she's cooking all kind of stuff, looking at YouTube, and she's enjoying for last 2-3 years right now. Arthritis. There's one lady who came more than 5 to 6 years. She's having leg pain, arthritis in the knees. This is a little peculiar case. She had an abortion. She had not told, nobody knew apart from that lady and the husband. Nobody in this world knew about abortion. It came up in the session. So she had aborted her child, and the soul of the child refused to leave her. And the soul of the child, which is called foreign energy, got stuck in the knees. And the child is not refusing. Then the mother had to talk to the child, just like a mother. Sorry that I did not know this. You please leave so that you can come back in this world in another form of another life. And we released, and miraculously within a week, arthritis is gone. She's fine now. There's another lady, aged lady. She had arthritis in the legs, in the pain in the knees, arthritis. It was because of foreign energy. She went to some field, she has a paddy land. She went there for some work, and there the foreign energy just entered her, and she got arthritis, and she was suffering for this almost 8 years, not knowing what to do, visiting many doctors. And we removed the foreign energy, and she is fine now. So many cases like this. There's a thyroid, inner child. There's this case I already told. Thyroid 2, fighting. Okay, there's another lady who came with thyroid. She had actually her husband had a affair. Okay, so because of that, there was a big fight between husband and wife, and she's very devoted to him. So she thought she can kill her by just holding her own neck. And in that heated moment, she held her own neck, trying to kill herself, not knowing that because that heightened emotion created thyroid for herself. She developed thyroid. Couple of years she suffered, and then we released energy. Thyroid has reduced now. And these people have taken medical tests, and they have said that thyroid is gone now. There's another eczema, some skin issues. By birth, the small girl actually has an issue. So they wanted to go for a session. So I told her, by the time, unless the girl is 12 years, or 11 years old, 13 years old, we can't do it. So recently, they waited for 2-3 years. So worked on the girl. It was still, actually, the treatment is still going on. The sessions are still there. Just 1 or 2 sessions got over. In that, what happened, we discovered that the elder sister from her past life she has not left. She has not left her, and she is still there with her, and she was part of the problem. And she was also creating issues for her, and we released that energy. To some extent, it got reduced, and we are still in the process. So many things. There is another case called surrogate case, where this child is very small, So very small child, we can't work with the child. So we work with the mother actually. So we work with the mother, and through the mother, we work to the child. So there, the child has ADHD, hypersensitive. So we found out that there is a black magic to the child, and but it's a very tricky case. The black magic is done by the mother-in-law itself, because the mother-in-law wants the property. Husband has recently got expired, so there is a overgone child. Can you see me? Next case, there's one lady, young lady, recently married, having no child. She came with the issue that doctor has told us that she has to go through an operation in her fallopian tube, because there is some water that water kind of thing got clogged in the fallopian tube. That is where the baby is formed. I regressed her. We came to know that her own brother's own sister has done a black magic on her, or on husband and her, because basically she is trying to prevent any childbirth. And the reason is in a past life connection. Past life, actually, what has happened is the husband has killed husband. The sister was a daughter of the husband. I mean, they are brother sister now, but in the past life they were father and daughter. So the father had killed the daughter. So in this life, she is kind of taking revenge, saying that because you did not respect the value of a child, so in this life I will not let I will not let you have the bliss of having a child. So you have to understand one thing: when we say somebody is doing black magic, it is not conscious behavior, it is subconscious. So consciously, the person will be fine, like maybe brother and all that, love will be there. Subconsciously, she will also not know many times why she is doing certain things. So many of our behavior is driven subconsciously. Obviously she doesn't know this conscious reason. Because I went into the trance, we found out the reason why she is doing all this, and we removed it. And she was not having her period for almost 1 year. Okay, and she was obviously not getting any child. And the day I resolved this, next day she calls me and tells me that she got her period after a gap of 1 year. And after that, she did not have to go through the operation also, I think. She has to come back to me to confirm. Then other case where, the womb state rejection. So we went to, another lady came with, she feels that, rejection. Most of the time she feels that she is not accepted and being rejected all the time. We went to the womb state. What has happened is she was conceived even before her parents got married. And then when they came to know that there is a baby coming, so they in hurry burry they got married. But obviously, so the child was born before the 9th month got completed after the marriage. So because of this reason, the mother had a feeling that this is a product of sin. The mother could not accept it. She thinks that this is because of my mistake this has happened. So she had this feeling for herself, and that the baby picked it up, and baby felt that she is rejected and she is not being accepted. And she has grown up, she has lived all her life like that. Only when we took her to the womb state and removed it, and now she's fine. She don't have that issue anymore. So like this, so many cases. There is a weight loss issue, womb state. We went to the womb state. We basically, in the trance, the person went to the womb state, saying that the child is in the womb, and father and mother are fighting, saying that okay, we don't want this child for whatever reason, because I lost a job, so we will drop this child. So they're having a discussion, and the child thinks that, okay, even if I may survive, how will I survive? I don't know. Every meal is important for me because there is no income now. Now the child decides that whatever my parents, whatever food I get, I'll make the best of it. Okay, and whatever food the mother is eating, it is making the best of it. So such people, whoever is having these issues, even if they have a carrot, they will be gaining weight. They will do all sort of things, but they will have a lot of weight because of the inner child. There's a lot of cases of suicidal tendency. When the child was in the womb, parents decided to abort the child for whatever reason. Then they dropped the idea, but because they had decided to drop drop the child picked up that emotion that it's unwanted and unloved, rejection, all that. It has grown up, and now she has a suicidal tendency. So this is another case. So many cases like that. Girl trying to prove her worth. Money belief. There's one person who has grown up in a little lower middle class family, you can say. Now the father is not earning much, so he has grown up pretty poor family. So he has believed that because I'm from a poor family, so I have to be poor. So now this person gets a very good job, almost like 3 lakhs per month he's earning, and now you'll not believe he's giving some weird reason to his wife and he's quitting the job. He thinks his rational decision he has taken because for whatever reason. Later, when we go to he came because of some other reason. Actually, he came saying that he's not stable in the job and so and so. And then when we regress, we come to know he realized that he went to his inner child, which said that he believes that he should be poor because his father is poor, and that is the reason. That is one of the key reasons he left that job, because that job was giving him lakhs of rupees and he can't accept it because he is supposed to be poor. So you see how our belief system designs our life. So even by chance, if good luck, some good opportunity comes to you, you will reject it because your subconscious mind will not accept it. You will not even know that it's your own doing, your own, another part of you is actually sabotaging your own life. You're not able to know how things work. There's another person with a urine infection. Okay, so so many doctors visited, he's not getting any cure. We find out that that person thinks that the organ through which we pass urine, that is very unholy. So it is, it's a sexual organ, it's unholy, so it's dirty, it is something he doesn't want. Now that person decided it doesn't want that organ itself, subconsciously, okay, not consciously, subconsciously. Now that doesn't want means what? So the body has stopped protecting that particular organ. So the antibodies in the body, which will always work to fight the bacteria and the external agents, now it is not protecting that part alone. Everything else is working fine. Only that part it is not protecting, because it is the body, subconscious mind believes that is unwanted part, that is unholy part, that is not clean, that is dirty. And the urine infection is not at all going. He is taking medicines. As long as the medicine is, he's having medicine, the urine infection is gone. The moment he leaves the medicine, urine infection is back. So we, go to that inner child, we clear the inner child, and now things are back to normal. So like this, so many issues we have seen where, the issues are recurring. So if you have some issue as a mental issue, if you see a pattern in your life, there's a pattern of fear, there's a pattern of loss, there's a pattern of some disease. One disease goes, another comes back. If there is any pattern in your life, you can be 100% sure that there is a part of your subconscious mind which is behind this pattern. So unless and until we deal with the subconscious mind and clear that energy which is causing this pattern to repeat itself in our life, it's very difficult to get rid of this. Even if we get rid, it will be part of this. See, the Lancet Journal of British Association of Medicine says that 70%, 80% of all diseases are psychosomatic. Psycho means mind, somatic means body. So it means, they say that 80% of all the diseases have their origin in the psycho, that means mind, and they show up in the body, which is the soma, that's why it's called psychosomatic. So unless and until So there are those people who are, the world leading people who are into hypnotherapy and these kind of alternative therapy, especially the hypnotherapy, who talk about quantum mechanics, quantum physics. They say that almost all diseases can be cured through hypnotherapy. Only for emergency, we need the allopathy service. Because the root of every issue in the physical body is there in the mental body, it's there in the energy body. So if we go to the energy body and the mental body and clear the root, you will see the disease vanishing in no time. So one thing about, if you want to take one point today, you should take this point, that every physical issue you have in the mind or in the body, there is a root cause in your energy body or in the mind body or the causal body. And that root cause is creating the pattern that you're seeing in your life. If you clear that pattern, you immediately see the effect in the physical body also. If you see the effect in your real life also. So for example, if you work on a behavior change, now once the belief system got cleared for that person, the money belief system, he has landed up in another good job. He was actually changing one after jobs, okay, many jobs he was changing, and he was never constant in a job for more than a year. And after that, for the first time, he's working in the same company for 4 years now. So you see, even if we clear the mental pattern, our life outlook changes, our relationship changes, our finances changes, our health improves. Because in truth, we are not just the physical body. There is a subtle body which is connected to the entire universe. Okay. So actually, I wanted to do that one more session for Guru. Guru, there is no power. So we will do that
No
tomorrow.
issues. No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So
Thank you.
let us go to the Q&A. Do you think whatever?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, sir, my objective of joining this to
Hmm.
understand is I have a problem that people are reading my mind and my energy is getting dissipated. So
Okay.
like, how do I control my energies? Because as you told, energy is the one which we are living. Everything in this world is energy. So
Yes.
like, so I don't have to tell you anything more. I have a literally very problem, like my energy has been absorbed. So how do I control my energy? Means like, because they're able to read my mind much, much better. Like as a man reads man.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying they are able to read your mind or they're unable to read your mind?
They're able to read my mind.
Okay, so you are saying they are able to predict your next move, and because of that, you are not able to complete your work.
Correct.
Okay. So it is possible that this is your own subconscious work. If it is, and there is a pattern to it, it has happened again and again to you.
Yes, I'm suffering from that. So that is why I'm
Okay.
searching
So,
where can I get this remedy?
so the remedy will be definitely an inner child. This can be, from my guess, there is a concept called passive aggressive behavior. Okay. So there is one of the major inner child that we have during the childhood is, if you get I'll give you a good example for how to understand this. So there was a child, okay. The child is fine. This is the first boy, and the child is all fine. He goes to the 7th standard. Now the parent gets a second baby. The moment they get the second baby, the first child, who is 6 or 7 years old, started doing bedwetting. That means doing urine in the bed. They've shown to all doctors, all psychologists, they don't know what's happening. Then they went to a hypnotherapist. A hypnotherapist found out that the child is doing this bedwetting just to get there is a passive aggressive behavior or the inner child created in the boy. So subconsciously he is doing bedwetting to get the attention of his parents. So there is a person, he also knows it's not nice. He doesn't like it. But there is a inner child within him who will create trouble for himself. So there is an inner child within you who is passively aggressive. Can you get it? And that child is working against you, the adult you. So if that passive aggressive behavior in the child is cured or that is healed, you will see this problem vanishing from your life. Vijayji.
Like,
Okay.
so like I'm trying to suppress myself. I'm trying to talk negative about myself. I'm
Yes,
trying
yes,
to
exactly.
do
This is the
all the
yes,
negativity I'm doing so that people don't read my mind, so that
yes,
I'm doing all the naughty bad things. But
yes,
the
exactly.
culprit now, what is happening is now people are feeling I'm bad. I'm not
Yes.
able to convey a message to them that you don't read me. So like
Mm,
I'm got stuck up in these things.
yeah. So, Vijayji, this is the classic case of passive aggressive behavior. So, this is driven by 99% inner child who is working against you. Basically, he will put you in situation where you yourself will spoil your stuff, your life. That's what is happening
Yes.
with you. So,
So
this
like
is
what
hmm.
can be done?
So we'll have to work with you. So 3 to 4 sessions will require to clear that thing. But this is a very common thing, Vijayji. This can be very much, it's a resolution. We can find a resolution for it. But you have to maybe 3 to 4 sessions will be required for it.
Okay.
You can, after the session also, you can connect with me on a call
Yeah,
or a
sure.
chat. We can discuss further.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions on this? Are you all amazed how our life is decided by that part of ourselves which you are not aware? The behavior, the physical aspect, the emotional aspect. There's once the power has come back now, but I don't know. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for interruption. May I know which number I need to contact?
Um, you can contact. You can message me. I will share. I'll share with you my number. Okay, you are there in the group, right? I'll share it with you.
Yeah,
You
thank
can
you.
contact me in this number also, this group number, or I will give you another number also if you require.
Because there Chaya and Walker Stream. So whom do I need to contact?
Walk stream. That's the name of the firm. I want to share one more slide with you. Actually, because of the power loss, I could not share. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. So quickly, I'll just 2 minutes I'll take. So basically, why do we need hypnotherapy? Where does hypnotherapy comes in when we have these issues? When law of attraction starts working and creates same patterns in life that resonate with feelings and beliefs that are damaging. So I told you one chart of emotions, right? That inverted funnel type of where we have different emotions. So imagine you are a person who is always in a depressed state or a negative emotion. So what happens? You create an aura of that negativity around you. And law of attraction says, I wanted to cover that, but we'll do it tomorrow. Law of attraction says that whatever kind of energy that you have in your aura, same kind of energy will attract. It doesn't matter what you think. You may be thinking, you're trying to think, I want to be positive, I want to clear this interview, I want to be friendly this person. But if you have an aura which says that it has an aura of guilt or shame or fear, you will never attract good energies because your energy signature is of negative. So that is what the law of attraction is. Okay. Second one, when the person has to be shown that he has a choice and change his life by creating his own reality by changing beliefs, feelings, and emotions. So that is where hypnotherapy comes in. Okay. When in spite of his willpower and in spite of vibrating positively, consciously is trying his best to vibrate positively to do all the good things in life. When things don't change, then it means something is subconscious that person is not consciously aware of. Then also hypnotherapy comes in. So this issue that we have within ourselves, it's like a virus in the software. The hypnotherapist or a regression therapist helps in identifying and removing the virus. Now, virus in the body can be an energy and vibration disturbance in the subconscious memory. It's nothing but an energy or vibrational disturbance. So these disturbances are of 3 types actually. I told you about inner child. Inner child is our own personality which has experienced trauma at a young age. So that energy gets stuck. So at 5-year-old, I experienced some kind of trauma, imagine. So the 5-year-old person, Sanjeev, will get stuck in that age. So what we do is when we go to the trance, we actually go back in time. We meet the same person. He is waiting there. You will see him crying. You will see him, fear, helpless and all that. You will interact with the small child, which is your own image actually. And such issue, they are called the inner child. Some of the issues come because of the past life. So what happens? We have had all of us have had many past lives. So some issue, what have been some cases, past life, say somebody has died, drowning in a lake or someplace, and this life they have a phobia of water. So in such cases, we have to work with the person and we go to the past life issue and then we work on that. The third reason why somebody can have issue is a foreign energy. Foreign energy is very difficult to believe. I'm very sure. But as you've seen in some of the cases, and we experience it quite a times every day, that there are energies of people who have left this earth, but they have not crossed, they have not gone to the place where they're supposed to go, and they are here. And for various reasons, we attract them, and they create problem in the body or in the house, lot of things. And here I have not included the black magic part. The black magic is also there. There are people, your own black magic is never done by unknown people. Always take this point. It is always will be done by your own relatives, people who know you, who are jealous of you, and who want to harm you, don't want to see you happy. They are the people who do the black magic. So we work, so a lot of issues are also because of that, and we work and remove that. So I wanted to show you this 3 reasons, inner child, past life, or foreign energy, and black magic included. These are the reasons through which something can go wrong in our life, and our issues can be. And wrong belief system is also there, which is nothing but part of the inner child actually, because every wrong belief system, every immature or wrong belief system will be associated with the inner child also. Yeah, so we should have started after that slide actually. Yeah, any more questions? Please feel free. You feel that there is any pattern in your life? The best way to find out is a pattern actually. Even the diseases, see that something is not getting cured, that means there's a pattern. So if there is no questions, we can. So if any of you are not comfortable talking here, also can call me separately or chat with me. That's also fine. So we can. Yeah, I'll share my number. You can call me in this number. 9742991324. And yeah, somebody's asked question. Sri Ranganathar, yeah, is it possible for everyone to go to past life regression? Yes, it is possible for everyone to go to past life regression. For everyone, it is possible. But what happens is, like, if somebody is interested to go the first session itself, I want to go to past life, it doesn't happen actually. If you have some issues in this life, so subconsciously we don't, the moment the person is in subconscious, that particular event, that particular inner child will control the session. That it will demand resolution actually. If there is an inner child waiting to be healed, the inner child will come up and it will show that you first fix me and then you think about other things. If there is a foreign energy, that will come up and say it fix me, then you can think about other things. So yes, everyone can go to past life regression. If the person is clean, there is nothing blocking, then we can easily take to the person to the past life regression. Otherwise, we'll have to clean the stuff, but all these energy blocks we have to clean, and then the person goes to the past life. Any more questions? So it's 8:37. If there are no more questions, we can wind it up today. And tomorrow, Ashwinji will do the session tomorrow. Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. Thanks.
Okay. So we'll do the tomorrow will be mostly session only for you and little bit of maybe a recap. Mostly it will be session. Generally session typically it goes like one
Okay.
1.5 hours. So mostly tomorrow will be a session only. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, then let's wind up. I will be sharing the recording also. Yeah. See you then. See you tomorrow then. Thank you.